Hello everyone. Today we will continue chapter ways to multiply and divide. In the last class we have learned about where we can use multiplication, and today we are going to learn where we can use division and multiplication and division together. Let's start division from NCERT book. Dolma took a loan from a friend to buy a moped for rupees 9,588. Okay. She has to pay it back in equal amounts every month for 6 months. How much will she have to pay every month? What we know, when somebody took a loan from any person or from bank or from any friend, he or she has to return it back. So Dolma took a loan of rupees 9,588 and she has to return it back in 6 months. Okay. Every month she is paying the equal amount of money. So we need to find out how much will she have to pay every month. So Dolma took a help of her children. She asked her daughter and son to do calculation and to find out the amount of money she will going to pay for 1 month. Dolma's daughter started dividing rupees 9,588 in 6 months. She first thought of giving rupees 500 every month, but after that she saw rupees 6,588 were still left, even after giving rupees 3,000. So she again distributed rupees 500 per month, and still rupees 3,588 were left. So she again distributed rupees 500 per month, and still rupees 588 were left. Then she thought of giving rupees 90 every month, but still she had rupees 48 with her. So she divided rupees 8 per month, and at last she find out that her mother will pay rupees 1,598 every month. Then his son started dividing rupees 9,588, and he used different method. He first divide 1,000 every month. Okay, he first thought of giving rupees 1,000 every month, but despite of giving rupees 6,000, 3,588 rupees were still left. So he distributed rupees 500 per month and still left with rupees 588. Then he thought of giving rupees 90 per month and then rupees 8. And at last he also got the same answer as her sister was getting. So Dolma will have to pay rupees 1,598 every month for 6 months. Let's start with another topic, Children's Day. Children are happy today. They are celebrating Children's Day. Each child will be given 4 colored pencils from school. Now you know why they are happy, because they are getting 4 colored pencils from school. The school has got 969 pencils. Find out how many children can get pencils. Okay, let's understand this word problem with the help of one example. If I have 12 mangoes and I am giving 3 mangoes to each child, okay, then to how many children I will divide 12 mangoes? So what we are going to do, I am just giving 3 mangoes to one child. Okay, after giving 3 mangoes, I am left with 12 minus 3, which is equal to 9 mangoes. Then again I'll give 3 mangoes to another child, and I am left with 6 mangoes, because I have given 3 to one child, 3 to another child. Then again I am giving 3 mangoes to third child, and then again I am giving the 3 mangoes to fourth child. When I have distributed 3 mango to one, then second child, then third child, then fourth child, what I find out that my mangoes are finished. Okay, I have distributed all the mangoes. So we can say I will distribute 12 mangoes among 4 children. Now we all know, to find out the number of children, those who are getting pencil, we have to divide 969 pencils from 4. So Iru divide 969 pencils among 100 children first, and he left with 569 pencils. Then he divide 569 pencils among 100 children, and he left with 169 pencils. Then he divide 169 pencils among 40 children, and he left with 9 pencils. Then at last he divide 9 pencils among 2 children, and he left with only 1 pencil. So when he find out the number of students, he just add 100 plus 100 plus 40 plus 2, and he knows that he will divide 969 pencils among 242 children. Then Srini do the same division in a different way. She use her method, and where she divide 969 pencils among 200 children first, and she left with 169 pencils. Then she divide 169 pencils among 40 children, and she left with 9 pencils. Then she divide 9 pencils among 2 children, and she left with 1 pencil. At last she find out that she is getting the same answer as Iru already got. So we can divide 969 pencils among 242 children. As many children are eager to get the answer, Shivangi also attempted, and she did it by a shortcut way. She just divide 9 with 4 first, and 4 times 2 is 8, and she left with 1. Then she noted down 6 on the right hand side of 1, and then she divide 16 from 4. As we know, in the table of 4, 16 comes 4 times. 4 times 4 is 16. So her answer is 0. After subtracting 16 from 16, her answer is 0. So then she noted down 9 in the right hand side of 0, and then she divide 9 from 4. As we know, 4 times 2 is 8. So she left with 1. Okay, and she can say 242 children can get the pencils, but she want to verify her answer. So she used the method dividend equal to divisor multiply quotient plus remainder. Okay, we also know this formula, and she is using this to find out the answer. What she is going to do, she is multiplying divisor with quotient first, and then whatever her answer, she is adding the remainder in it. So she multiplied 242 with 4 first, and then she add 1 in it. After multiplying 242 with 4, she is getting answer 968, and when she add the remainder 1 with 968, she got the same answer as she is having in the dividend. So she is sure that her answer is correct. Let's start with word problem. Question number 1. 976 children are going on a picnic. They will be taken in mini buses. If 25 children can go in one bus, how many buses do they need? What we know the number of children, and we know that in one bus 25 children can go. So if I want to find out how many buses are needed, what I am going to do, I will send first 25 children to first bus. Then in the next bus, I'll send another 25 children. Then another 25 children to third bus. So what I am doing, I am just dividing the number of children in group of 25. because what we know, in one bus 25 children can go. So let's start with the solution. Children going on picnic equal to 976. Bus needed for 25 children equal to 1, and buses needed for 976 children will be equal to 976 divided by 25. I am using the same method as Shivangi had used in the previous slide. So this is a shortcut method for doing the division. We taught you in the class 3 and 4 also. So when I am dividing 976, I have 39 buses and one student is there. Okay, so what we can do, it is very stupidity if I am just hiring one bus for one child. Okay, so what I can do, I just accommodate that one child in any of the buses, and we can say 39 buses are needed for 976 children. Question number 2. Isha has rupees 1000 with her. She wants to buy petrol. 1 liter of petrol costs rupees 47. How many liters of petrol can she buy? So, what is given to you? The cost of 1 liter of petrol and the amount of money she is having. What you need to find out, the liters of petrol she can buy in rupees 1000. So for understanding this word problem, you have to give the answer of this question which I am going to ask you. Okay, so if you have rupees 100 with you and you want to buy potatoes, and the cost of 1 kilogram of potatoes is rupees 20, so how much potatoes you can buy? Yes, you can buy 5 kilograms of potatoes. Similarly, money with Isha is rupees 1000 and the cost of 1 liter of petrol is rupees 47. So, to find out the petrol she can buy, we'll just divide 1000 with 47, because to find out the kilograms of potatoes we can buy, we divide 100 from 20. Then I get my answer 5 kilogram. Similarly, here we are dividing 1000 with 47 so that I'll get the answer, and the answer is Isha can buy 21 liters of petrol. Another word problem. Question number 3. Shamli bought a battery. She read on it live 2000 hours. She uses it throughout the day and the night. How many days will the battery run? So, life of battery is 2000 hours which is given to us, and she is using it day and night also. That means she is using 24 hours. Okay, she is using the battery 24 hours and the lifespan of battery is 2000 hours. If I need to find out for how many days the battery will run, we'll just divide 2000 from 24. Okay, when I do that, my answer is 83 days. So battery will run for 83 days. Question number 4. A tank is full of 300 liters of water. How much water will be filled in 25 tanks? If 15 buckets can be filled with 1 of water, how many buckets in all can be filled with the water in 25 tanks? So in this question you have to give the answer of 2 questions. Okay, 2 questions are together. Like the first one is you have to find out the amount of water filled in 25 tanks. Okay, you know the capacity of a water tank which is 300 liters. So for finding out the capacity of 25 water tanks, you will going to multiply 300 with 25 and you will get your answer which is equal to 7500 liters. Next is, if 15 buckets can be filled with one tank of water, okay, one tank is filling 15 buckets, so 25 tank will fill how many buckets? So what we know that number of buckets can be filled with one tank is 15, and numbers of bucket that can be filled with 25 tanks equal to 15 multiply 25. Very simple. Okay, which is equal to 375 buckets. So at last I can say 375 buckets can be filled with 25 tanks which have 7500 liters of water. Okay, let's do one more word problem. Question number 5. The number of sheets of paper available for making notebooks is 75,000. A sheet makes 8 pages. Each notebook contains 200 pages. How many notebooks can be made from the paper available? This is a very tricky question, but you have to understand it very carefully. That the number of sheets of paper is given to you, and from one sheet of paper, how many pages you can make, that is also given to you, and each notebook contains 200 pages is also given to you. What we have sheets of paper, then that sheets of paper converting into pages, then pages converting into notebook. Okay, so you have to find out the number of notebooks you can make from the paper available. Let's start with the solution. Pages made from one sheet is 8, and pages made from 75,000 sheets will be, yes, we know the value of 1 and we need to find out the value of many. So what we are going to do? Multiplication. So when I multiply 75,000 with 8, my answer is 6 lakh. I just do the shortcut here. I multiplied non-zeros number, and then whatever my answer, I'll just insert 3 zeros in the last. Now my answer is 6 lakh pages made from 75,000 sheets. Now what we know that from 200 pages one notebook can made. So from 6 lakh pages, how many notebook can made? So what I can do, 200 pages plus 200 pages plus 200 pages. Either what I can do, I can divide 6 lakh with 200, so that I'll get the number of notebooks. So when I am dividing 6 lakh with 200, I am getting my answer 3000. Okay, so at last I can say 3000 notebooks can made from the paper available. Yes children, this is your homework. You have to find out the solution for question number 1 to question number 7, and you will note down this work in your maths notebook. Thank you my dear students. Take care.